Hi everybody. Um, just a brief explanation of the poem. Um, at the end of 2009 to the beginning of 2010, like in the first couple of months of 2010, I had decided that I wasn't gonna write anymore. That I was going to put away my childish things, I guess you could say. I was gonna do away with sacrifice. But I realized that sacrifice is me, that poetry is my life, and there is no degree of separation. It is me. They're one and the same. So when I came back to poetry, the first thing I wrote was poetry, this piece, because I had started to see a lot of copy poets, like a lot of poets that sound identical, like they were all following a formula, like a math problem. And it started to get slightly irritating because, there's always been like your types of poets. There's always been like your black power poets. There's always been like your political poets. There's always been like your very dramatic poets, your romanticized poets, and your poets that probably should keep it restricted to a journal kind of poet. But it seemed like what they were doing was taking like they were being over metaphorical and then coupling it with like a comparison to like a monument or like a time period in life, and just running with it. And all of them sound like this, not just one, just all of them. And it's no shade on any poets in particular, but it was just like, if you're gonna come to a stage and say that you're a poet, be you. Write about what you want to write about, and write about it how you want to write about it. Like, don't try to be somebody else. Don't say, oh, I love that poet, and then try to write like that poet, because then it won't be you, and it won't be what you're feeling, and people aren't gonna feel it. So this is poetry. I retired my pen, bandaged up my fingertips after I imprinted my soul in these words. Lived my life backwards to fill everything I missed the first time around, to make sure I never lied to you. Balanced on the tip of my tattoo a sword to recall while I call myself this, and remembered I don't call myself this, it's entangled in my DNA. Interwoven with my uterus to sacrifice every seed God has sown in me so I may reap my own death. Covered my scars with his determination, because this blood is not mine to spill. Closed my eyes when I sat down to write weak, yet opened them to find my mic so you feel strength when I speak. I'm a fucking poet. Real poets don't retire words. Real writers aren't Barbie. We fill our lungs with lyrical discrepancy so we can continue to breathe. Eat metaphors to nourish our organs that are made up of idiosyncrasies. Drink from experience so we may replenish nouns, verbs, and similes that make up the 3 layers of skin you see. Gaze through eyes encrypted with matrix fantasy so we may never lose sight of reality. Or maybe that's just me. I hear an overabundance of ready-made lyricists coupled with makeshift mediocrity. This life is being stolen by the ad-water poets, the mass-produced MCs and auto-toned songstress, the paint-by-number artists and the labeled puzzle piece. I implore of you that all of you find your own voice, or do everyone a favor, invest in a diary, and leave the poetry To the poets, sacrifice out.